Hello everybody, my name is Stinger and welcome to how to export Blender files to BeamNG. Today, I will be going by step how to download, texture, and export Blender files directly into your BeamNG Drive map with working collisions. So let's begin. So firstly, what you're going to want to do is go to Google. You're going to want to open all these tabs. I will leave a link to all of them down in the description. These are all important. So this is a download to WinRAR, which you're going to need. Download to Note++, which you're definitely going to need. Download to Blender if you don't already have it. It should be on Steam, so download it from there if you want to. The Turbo Squid area, which is like a Blender-free download models. Unless you want to make your own models, then you do that, but I'm not going to get into that. And the BeamNG Drive export template for Blender files. Alright, so once you're at this screen, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click the Show All button right here, and then click the object, OBJ. And you're going to want to download that, and once it's downloaded, you're going to want to open the file, drag all the things. Actually, let me create a little folder inside the Blender thing, labeled whatever the model name is. Mine is just trees, for example. So you're going to want to drag this into your trees. There you go. So now you see you have all those models that you can choose from. I'm going to do the oak tree for the sake of this tutorial, but you can do basically any model that you can think of. Alright, so now you're going to want to back up out of this folder and go to this right here, the Blender export template. So if you have Blender installed, it should automatically just go to the Blender file itself. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove all the things that I say right now. So you're going to want to remove this, 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 and this. So you should be left with all this: base, start 01, and collision -1. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to File, Import, Object, Trees, or whatever folder yours is, and then go to the object that you want to choose. So mine is oaktree.object. So now it should just come up in here, and this is the oak tree. To render the actual texture that it has, you're going to want to click this button down here, Viewport Shading, and it should automatically just go show the texture. Alright, so what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to go to the collision mesh right here, and delete this. The reason why I saved it is because we're gonna recreate it basically. So you're going to want to click on this, press copy, and paste. This is going to be the collision mesh for your actual destruction, so you can hit it and it doesn't, you don't just go right through it. You actually hit it and it is the model. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on the copy right here, rename this to collision mesh -1. So once you have that renamed, you're going to want to rename this as well. Alright, so what you're going to want to do after this is you're going to want to drag these two files into here. So what you're going to want to do is drag it to collection 1, hold down shift, click this, and drag it to start 1. Do the same thing with this one. There we go. So this will basically just start up the model so it actually works correctly, and that should be pretty much it. There's one thing that I want to show you guys before I actually import it or export it to BeamNG Drive. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on tree 03. It doesn't matter the collision mesh or this one, it doesn't matter at all. So you're going to want to click on that, and then press A to select the actual model itself, and then go to here. And where it says normals, click on this line and the box right here, and it should show you the line or the actual, like, if it's gonna work for your what do you call it, like for actually crashing into it, the actual like collision mesh. So if the lines are actually going in, it will not work. The collision mesh will not work, and your textures will be kind of inverted, and it won't look good. I've already gone through this, and I know. So yeah, don't do that. And if they are inverted, what you can do is you're gonna want to click mesh, go to normals, and flip, and it should automatically just flip it. See, the lines are not outside anymore; they are inside, and that means it would not work. So let's not go do that. We will back out of that, and that means this model is completely fine for exporting. So that's always one thing I do check for, so that is always something good to check for. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it, and now let's actually get into the export phase. Alright, and we are basically ready to export. So the first thing that you're going to want to do to make sure the actual export goes into the right folder is you're going to want to go back to your Blender files. Let's open this. You're going to want to right click, create a new folder, and then name it your model name. So I'm going to name it Tree03. This is going to be the actual folder we're going to put into BeamNG Drive so it can actually read the actual information, and so the 3D model actually goes in it and works. So now that we have that folder, we will go back to Blender, and we will go to File, Export, .day, which is the BeamNG Drive reading file that it can read the 3D model. We're going to go into that, and select that, and we're going to rename this to Tree03, which you can name it whatever you want, but I'm doing that because it's the third tree in my map. So we're going to export to Colada, whatever, Colada, whatever. I don't know why they named it like that, but whatever. We're going to minimize that, go back to your Blender files thing, and it should be in here, right here. So we have the actual file, but BeamNG Drive cannot read this without a materials.cs. Well, it can read this, but it will not have any textures. So to get the textures on there, you're going to want to go to, where's the file? I think I actually have it copied. No, I do not. So I'm going to actually have to go grab that. I will be right back while I grab that. Alright, so now I actually have the file. I don't know why I didn't have it ready. Whatever. So we're going to want to go to here. We're going to actually want to go into it. Yes. Thank you. I don't know what that was. So you're going to want to open that, and then you're going to want to basically make sure that this file gets recognized. So you're going to want to go, so it's going to go to Levels, Arid, which is the map name, Art, SketchUp Models, which is a folder that I made, and then we're going to remove this because this is a different thing. You're going to want to, and then you're going to want to do a slash or whatever, and then you want to go to Tree03 because that's this folder right here, and then you want to do Tree03 because that's the model. And then you're going to want to Control F, and then replace Cave Rock 1, which is the old file, or I think because I'm going to have it download this for in the description, I'm going to probably do like template or something, and then you can just replace it with your actual thing. So replace all, and it should replace these two things right here, which this is your actual map name right here, and then this is the, what do you call it, your model. And then this is your model as well, and this is all just Tree3. So you're going to want to save this, Control S to save, or you can go to File, Save, or there's a save function right here. You can close out of that, and you are basically done. So all you need to do now is go to your BeamNG Drive map, or your map file. No, don't just go to your map right now. You got to go to your map file, and then drag that into there, and I will be right back while I do that. Alrighty, and we are in the map, so let's actually get it imported now. Well, it is already kind of imported, we just need to actually put it in the map. So what we're going to do is press J to pause the game, and then we're going to press Shift-C to go into FreeCam, press F11 to open the world map, or the world error, not the world map. Go to Art, wherever you're actually, just wherever your model is located, just go there, and you should just be able to, bam, there you go, the model is in, and it's really that simple. It's really not that difficult. It just takes a little bit of time, and if you're doing like a lot of models, it takes a lot of time, but like I am. But yeah, it definitely it's not that difficult. It just definitely takes a lot of time, and mainly when you're doing multiple. If you're just doing one, then easy peasy. But yeah, it's really not that difficult. That was pretty much it for this video. Let me show you that it actually does give off a collision mesh, because it does actually work how it's supposed to. And I completely missed it. I just completely missed it. You know what? Just drop it on it. Just drop on it. There you go. See? It works perfectly. And the car is now gone. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I think I went over basically everything I could go over. So if you guys liked this video and it was very helpful to you, please drop a like and consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.